Well, the Allen County Museum has a lot of things happening, and we're going to get a rundown of some of that. Joining us today, Public Engagement and Learning Coordinator at the Allen County Museum, Hannah Bergstedt, and thanks for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so first, let's start out. You know, May is coming up before you know it, Mother's Day, and you got a mother-daughter tea coming up.
Yes, we do. On May 3rd, from 1 to 3, we're going to have our mother-daughter tea at the McDonald House. It's one of our favorite events of the year for sure. We get to show the house with beautiful flowers and just invite people in to come spend some special time with their moms, grandmas, aunts, whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, the atmosphere alone is pretty cool to be in that old house.
Yeah, no, you get to sit maybe in the dining room or maybe in the parlor or the trophy room, and that's so interesting. We don't do a lot of events in there, and this is one of the few that's open to not just our members, but anybody who wants to sign up.
All right, so I assume that fills fast, so get your tickets now.
Yeah, get your tickets now. They're on the website.
Okay, very good. And that again is May 3rd. All right, so you know, you have museum talks about different things. Some of them coordinate with the exhibits that you have, and the Curious by Nature exhibit has been really welcomed by a lot of people, and you have another talk that's related to that coming up, right?
Yes, we do. So on March 29th at 2 p.m., so that's a Saturday, we're going to have a talk with one of our docent/board members, Herb Lauer, who taught art, and he's going to talk more about Charlie and Edie Harper, whose artists are on display in Curious by Nature, their artistic process, how they came to their very unique style that's called minimal realism, and we'll just be able to delve a little bit more into like how they got to where they are today. Where they were before they passed away.
Right, yeah, exactly. And, you know, we were talking beforehand, this is an exhibit that, you know, gets the kids curious, adults really like it. It's just neat colors and images of animals in nature.
Especially we're starting to get a little bit into spring now, but especially in January where we put it up, we were like, it's so fun and bright and colorful, and you get to enjoy it. We have a scavenger hunt for the younger ages to go through and answer some questions about what's going on in the pieces. It's just a really great exhibit.
All right, yeah. And is it open till April
20th.
Okay, yeah, so a little bit of time, but go to that talk. All right, another talk. If you're talking trains and Lima Locomotives Works, that excites a lot of people. So you got another talk about that coming up, right?
Yes, so that's going to be April 17th at 6 p.m. Wayne York from the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society is going to come talk about Lima Locomotive Works.
Okay, so that should bring in a lot of people.
That should bring in a ton of people, and he's somebody that knows so much about that. So even if you know a lot, you'll probably learn something new.
Right. Well, and then you can see the train that's in the museum and stuff like that. So yeah, that's very cool. All right. And so going into May on the 24th, we're going to learn more about Allen County, brush up on the gangster area, because that is such a cool exhibit at the museum, and it's cool that we have history with Dillinger and stuff, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah. No, that was one of the things I came in and saw as somebody not from this area and was like instantly like, this is so interesting. We have our own you know, gangster cop story. So one of our docents, Carlin Lauer, will be giving that talk, and she does it so well. And that's tying a little bit into, we're gonna spend this summer in our Life in America talking about the 1930s. So we're already preparing some stories that go into that era.
Right, yeah. Well, you know, killing the sheriff and all that stuff, that is such a cool story. It is.
It is so exciting.
I shouldn't say cool, but I mean, because it is, but it is
It's very
exciting.
sad, but it's exciting.
Yeah, exactly. It's exciting, and no, it's like right here in our area.
Exactly.
So that's very cool.
Bluffton and Lima.
Right, yeah. It's a cool history, and the museum is going to raise that up and
examine it more.
Yeah, very cool. All right, the museum, it's a beautiful spot, great exhibits, but sometimes, you know, things break, things happen, and you need repairs around it, and you were lucky, the museum, to have Apollo students help you. Let's talk more about that.
Yeah, that was so great. We had a lot of different things we wanted to do at the McDonald House, and just not the funds or really the time sometimes. So a lot of yard work, and then we had I would say a little rare issue where we had about 30 tons of coal in the basement.
Oh.
And we were like, what do you do with that? What do you do with that? We don't need it. And so our board member, actually Herb Lauer, who's giving the talk, talked to Apollo while they were working in the garden right next to ours, and was like, what would you guys be willing to do to help us with these problems, not only landscaping, but this coal problem? And they just came in and did some great work, and we are just so pleased.
Yeah.
There's no way we could have done this without their help. And I just love that it's them learning too.
Right, yeah.
Because I mean, that's all we care about at the museum is
exactly.
everyone learning.
Yeah, and maybe a new partnership. They can help you out with new things too.
Yeah,
that come up.
exactly.
Yeah, very good. Well, Hannah, thanks for coming today.
Thanks
Some great
for having
stuff
me.
to talk about. All right, don't go away. We'll look at the weather forecast next.